Hey YouTubers, Zanzenberg of Sawlky here with a vlog. And normally I don't do these sorts of vlogs, but this is something that's a very, very serious subject that we have to talk about. And it's aiming towards you, Plush community. It's aiming towards you. You know, ever since I started on this channel, I always came in with the idea of entertaining people, making sure I give somebody a happy life, and if we made one person happy, then I was happy, and the job was complete. I suddenly gained my thrive through YouTube, through the Plush community. And you know what? At first, I was like, yeah, this is great. So many people are really liking this content. Hey, you know what? Maybe they'll like the rest of our work. Maybe if we start showing everything that we've got more on our channel, then people will start opening up. I guess I was fucking wrong. Okay? So I'm looking at you guys, the ones who are constantly looking at our Plush collection. Now, I get there are a lot of you who have supported our other content. There are a lot of you out there who are very avid people. Very open to this sort of style, and I appreciate every single one of you. But I think the real Plush fans here have to turn around on YouTube and think, what the hell are they doing? They're subjecting themselves to just one singular video, and you know what that does to YouTubers? It destroys them! It destroys YouTubers from ever gaining any sort of momentum. I can even fucking prove that as well. A lot of you also, they're like, ah, no, we watched the rest of your work. Ah, but where are the views? I tell you what, let's put our subscriber count just at the top there. Let's go through all the different videos that have the lack of views. Where are the views? Where are the views? Where the hell are the views? Where are the views? Oh, that's right, they're fucking there. They are fucking there in the word Plush collection. And you know how much we're getting sick and tired of staying in that same fanbase? You know what our constant thrive was? To be more open in this world, to give you everything that we've got. And I realize we worked too bloody hard to make that happen. We have stretched ourselves so far into other different fandoms, but as soon as they see that we do Plush videos, they don't want to know us, because they know from the outside how toxic it can be when a fanbase just relies on one. I'm not just talking about the Plush fanbase in general. I'm talking about the FNAF fanbase, the Undertale fanbase. I'm talking about the Steven Universe fanbase. Oh, we don't even want to fucking talk about that. The only commendable fanbase I saw online, ever, was YouTube in general. Or, not even YouTube, Newgrounds. Does anybody even remember that? I actually came from Newgrounds a long while ago. I've been on the internet for 9 years, and from what I remember, yes, I dealt with my hardship, I dealt with my troubles, but I was terrible back then. But the more I grew in, the more I grew, the more I advanced, the more I start putting the hard work and effort into everything I did, they commended that, they respected that, and they ended up going across the entirety of other videos just curious about the rest of the things that they could see. Because there was always a curious age on the internet, where people would start looking at other content and people would be more open, which in turn socially makes you a lot more open to change, a lot more open to all the things. The things that the FNAF fans, the Plush fans, sorry, word wrong, the Plush fans are holding on to so much is that this genre is going to die very soon. And it's been a great genre. It's been an amazing time. Super Mario Logan has done an amazing job. But I think if you look down at the fanbase right now, I think you'd be pretty fucking disappointed to see that there are a lot of YouTubers out there who put their hard work and put their enthusiasm into such a genre like this, and the Plush fanbase doesn't give a shit about the other things that we do, because life isn't just about those videos. The Plush videos is another genre in the insanely large library on the internet that hosts a numerous amount of videos out there. But as long as it has a child puppet that smacks his diaper and throws temper tantrums, that's all you fucking care about. And I'm here to say that I don't care if I'm offending you. I don't care if I lose my subscribers at this rate. Because you know what? If I can at least get you to learn a moral life lesson, and at least go on to another YouTuber's channel and show them way more respect than you've given to us, that's all I care about. I'm willing to take that sacrifice, because nobody else wants to stand up for this, and they've wanted to say this to absolutely everybody, and they've been so frustrated about the mind that's been going around them. Well, now it's time for me to fucking stand up. It's time you started opening up into the world of YouTube. YouTube is huge, and I get a lot of you have just started up. I can't blame you for not knowing a lot about YouTube, but it's time you learned. There are a lot of us on YouTube who are struggling right now. December, January, February, yes, they are the worst months for YouTube. I get that, but I'm not talking about analytics here. I avoided those for a long period of time. I'm talking about view to dislike ratio. Our plush videos get those insane amount of views. And it's actually quite disappointing when you start putting them views and those other games that we really love as well. And it gets fuck all. It gets absolutely nothing. And again, as I say, a lot of you are saying, I watch your content, I watch your content. Really, do you? Because, well, that number there, nobody gives a shit about that. And if you could spread that to all the people who are completely unaware of these and are too subjected to that, then please, open yourself up and share the video, for Christ's sake. Another thing I just want to mention before I forget it is, if you ever do anything that's plush related, you know, so for me it'd be like the plush videos and the collection, I get treated with, you copied SML comments left, right, and center. Seriously, you guys are freaking over 10. You guys have developed your brains, you guys have developed everything. I thought I would have expected more from you. But you know, we've not been the kind of people who say, oh, you can't watch this or do this because that's copying. We've been able to subjectively give them everything. Everything, and the power of the world is endless. This whole library is amazing. A lot of you weren't even around when Mario was around, or Sonic, when they were first around. That was a very patriotic moment for a lot of gamers out there. And now it's shunned upon. Because a child who spanks his diaper is the thing that's associated with Mario right now. And yes, I get, it's a great genre. The choice of videos in this genre is huge. I totally understand. That should not leave you in society's laws and say, oh, since it's such a big thing, I'm gonna leave everything else. And I'm just gonna look at this one thing. And once the genre's done, I'm gonna leave your channel and leave YouTube. Well, I find that fucking disgusting, to say the least. I find that incredibly disgusting. And I think a lot of you YouTube fans need to understand. And maybe they're not educated in the fine art of YouTube. And you know what? Maybe they do need to be educated. And if it takes these videos to make them start throwing things at walls, to make them start getting a hissy fit, well, there we go. As long as it gets it out of their system, that's fine. But from what I've learned from parenting skills, is that you need to nip these kids in the butt. Or as quoted from one of the live streams, punch them in the face. But I can't do that. Okay, I can't do that. It's a joke. But do you understand me? Do you understand where I'm coming from? That every single one of you needs to open up a ton more. And the fact that I even had to resort to a 2018 plush collection. I had to, you know why? And a lot of you are also saying, well, but I thought the 2017 one was your last one. As I've replied back to many other comments, tell that to the rest of the fan base who doesn't give a shit about our work and is making us struggle on end. And yep, fair enough, if you hacked us and looked at our analytics, you think we're doing just fine. You forget there's 6 members on this channel, and they're trying to get content out there. Okay? I'm in a worse position here because not only have I got school to think about, you know, not only have I got shit to pay for, our lives in general, we're also paying for new equipment to make better content for you guys. I have to drive back and forth between all these places to meet my family. I also have to take care of my members, okay? And I don't mean any disrespect to my members. I fucking love them. They're my friends. I would never want them to leave. But there is a struggle when you start putting yourself on the plush fanbase and never want to look at anything else. I'll show you again. Recently, our new plush collection reached 100 views in less than 24 hours. What was the last thing that was 24 hours and was unrelated to the plush genre? Oh yeah, Honey Pop. It's just surpassed it, and we spent a lot of hard work on that one. Now, the songs, that's a bad example. They also get quite a few views. Our Let's Plays, our live streams. Our live streams, we only get 2 average viewers. 2? Out of the fucking 500 that we have? Seriously, where are these people? Are they on holiday? Are they dead? I have no idea. But the theory behind it is that they're so subjected to this one fan base, and a lot of YouTubers. Again, I really want to name these people, but out of confidentiality, I'm not. You can already tell who's struggling if you follow their Twitters, okay? YouTube is hard. It's not just, oh, they click their fingers and it's like that. There is a lot that goes into making the YouTube videos, especially at a caliber of this subscriber level. You can't afford to not be professional. You can't afford to try and think of, oh, survival. Because we take off so much time for this. We've quit the things that we hated the most to move on to something that we were so passionate about. Something that we all believe would be amazing. What has it turned out to be? If I could put it in this formula, the Plush community has basically given us survival to make sure we can work on our entertainment factor. Let's put it that way. Imagine if it was so different. Imagine if we didn't have to. And I get a lot of you are saying, and I've actually read a few comments, I've been called sellout, etc. No, there's a difference between sellout and Kanye West. Okay? When we make a song, we've always got integrity behind our lyrics. We've always got integrity behind our lyrics and our instrumentals. When we play a Let's Play of a game, of a different game that's so popular, it's because we love the idea and we've been waiting to play that game for so long that we want to play it ourselves. Not because, oh, fucking, I'll say, oh, Yoshi's a creature. Hey, look, it's Toad. Bye, buddy! Now that is being Kanye West. What we're doing is making sure we stay with our integrity, but at least shut those Plush fans the fuck up about requests. You know what my new Plush video idea is? It's an idea I've had for 2 years. It's an idea I've tried to do for a long time and make something that'd be worthwhile and something that'd be worth so much more. It's insane that now I have to rush that, my favorite idea that I've been saving for a long time, and just rush it out. Because guaranteed, none of you are gonna watch this video unless it's Plush related. In which, welcome guys, sorry I may be disappointed you here. And because we've had to rush it, and you know, because we have to rush this video, we've had to put our other things on hiatus. Now, granted, I'm very glad I don't have to do It's Time to Die for a while, because you know what? I really don't want to do that. I fucking despise that song. I was drunk and depressed when I made that. Okay? But the fact that we've had to postpone our album just so we can please the Plush fans, well, you got what you wanted. You wouldn't stop talking about it on live streams. You wouldn't stop asking me on Twitter. Nope. Even in Dave's Let's Plays, and even in Aiden's live streams and highlight reels, even in Viva's edits, you didn't give a shit about their work, and they put a lot of hard work into their things. All you could think about was the videos. The FNAF videos. Or the Plush videos. I mean, keep mixing it up, because I have it on my mind right now. But the Plush videos. Or anything slightly or bigly related to the thing. Like the SML theory video that I did a while back. You could argue and say it is different, but it still got more views than the other stuff. Because it was SML. The fact of the matter is, start being more open. There's a lot of us who are dying. And there's a lot of us who have received death threats. Like myself, I've received far too many death threats. That's how you know that a fanbase has gotten that toxic. You know what death is? It's disgusting. There's a lot of YouTubers out there, and I'm afraid to say the subject, but they've committed suicide over this sort of stuff. There's no reason to commit suicide. I get that. You should always have people to rely on in these times, but sometimes you can't control it in these dark times. your mind goes blurry, you end up standing up, and you don't even know what happened. Next thing you know, you're in hospital in critical condition. You don't know what happened. All because of depression. I'm sick of depression getting brought up. Now, I'm not depressed. I'm not sad. No, there's a difference between sad and being fucking pissed off. This is me being pissed off. And again, I don't care if you guys troll myself out of here, lose me and my subscribers, because you know what? I would have rather earned dignifying subscribers. People who stayed for our content. Okay? And the only reason why I bring this up and why I'm so angry about it is because now it's not just me dealing with this. And now it's just not just me going, oh, it's a little sad moment for YouTube. Everybody's dealing with this. I don't know how many people I've spoken to in this fan base that have gone, that have turned around and went, oh, I'm trying my best here. I really am. Like, look at this work. Look at this work. I can't do anything because they just want this one thing. But hey, I guess life goes on. No, it doesn't fucking go on. These kids need to be nipped in the fucking butt. They need to be. Okay? You're praising a genre made popular by one of my favorite creators on this platform. A legendary creator. Super Mario Logan himself. I think he'd be pretty disappointed if he knew that this was what YouTubers are going through right now because nobody's open. You know, they've let it intoxicate them that much. But hey, maybe there's something else out there that I don't know of. But hey, I guess I'm learning YouTube myself. And I'm trying to do that for you guys as well. I'm trying to learn the art of a YouTuber. But it's not working. Clearly, it's not. Unless it has the words Plush collection in it. Actually, you know what? I want every other YouTuber to start doing this from now on. Start putting the thing that made you popular in the title. Start putting the thing that made you popular in the title of all your videos, and do things that are completely unrelated to the thing. So, like Plush collection, Undertale. Start shoving that in because that's the only way you're gonna get views now. Because nobody gets a shit. Nobody does. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm getting this angry. But I've been on the internet for 9 years and never have I seen a disappointing turn of events like this. And I want it to stop. I really do. I want those people that I have adored to just thrive, you know? Get up there. It's not fair. Having to see all this hard work getting tarnished. I know I'm probably repeating words here, but that's how much I feel. It's close to our hearts, is this community. It's close to our hearts. The things that we've put aside, and the things that we're willing to stand up for. The things we've been hiding away for years. Just go find their YouTubes. Look them up. Look at all the other content they have. Force yourself to be more open. Because right now all I see is sometimes people try and they go, oh, it's because it has plush shit that I kind of like it. You know, it's like SML and shit. You know, I don't like any other thing. That's the problem, is you've let it get to you that much. It's okay to love something. I'm not saying you can't love it, but come on. You can't lie to me and say that Ubisoft, for example, has spent half of their livelihood to push out some amazing games that you never thought would have been possible. Heck, you didn't even think a game like Undertale would be Five Nights at Freddy's. Well, guess what? It did. And the only thing I can say about the Undertale fanbase is that they are very, very judgmental. Every fanbase has their toxic. But at least when you attract Undertale people, they are very open. Because they came from being open. What drew kids into SML was the fact that there was a child puppet that looked different to what a child puppet should have been. And now it's just turned into a complete nightmare. Yes, if you can use the metaphor, nightmare. Fucking is. So I urge you, for those who are still supporting us and watching our content, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. You don't know how much that means to us. I'm trying to phrase the words properly here because I don't want to offend you guys as well, because you guys didn't deserve that. Of course not. But if you're only here for the plush videos and you don't like what you saw because it wasn't plush related, open the fuck up, please. Just open the fuck up, please. Heck, how many times have I heard the, "Oh, I came from your Super Paper Mario Let's Player. I came from your Until Dawn song." That's amazing. Something that was very unknown and parallel and unheard of. And then people came to us. It was beautiful. And that's why we still do our work, because there's still people in that fan base who care. That's the end of my rant anyway. Well, this has been Sansenberg of Sawlky with a Plush vlog. Peace out.